Very sexy start, yeah. One second, while I'm at this, while I'm working on some stuff, I might as well do this real quick.
So do you guys have your character sheet on the another screen?
Yeah.
It gets a bit confusing, doesn't it?
I mainly only really do that for when I want to be looking at battle maps too. It just makes it a bit nicer. When we're not running on a battle map, I don't tend to worry too much about it.
Oh yeah.
There you go, that worked. Yeah, significantly more big dragons.
Hey, I'm on vacation. Dragon.
Okay.
Almost done. How you guys feeling today?
Tired.
Good.
Tired? Are you okay?
Just tired.
I'm fucking rabid for the session. I froth.
At the mouth.
I hope so.
Could be frothing at the tit.
Okay.
My dragon has a token.
He's such a big boy.
No.
I look at my majestic, tiny little
Wait.
rat.
Is that rat?
That's right.
So adorable.
He's so little. He's a wee little boy. A little bastard is what he is, but he's my little bastard.
There you go. Now everybody has tokens for their dragons.
Yeah.
We don't need them yet, but we have them now.
I can see it. Yay. Lovely.
Boop.
Wait, does he only have one wing?
Huh? Who?
Oh, rat.
Oh, yes, do. One is hidden. There's one that goes up and one that's behind him. Look, the angle's a bit awkward, okay? Alrighty. Alrighty, team. Who wants to do a recap for inspiration? Ideally, someone who hasn't done it yet.
Okay.
I sit on my hands.
Where are our notes?
Just read out what Fomnix wrote, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Don't read out exactly what Fomnix wrote. Fucking hobgoblins.
You should be tattooing each session into your
soul.
So, last session.
Yes.
Everyone, we had a nice sleep. Well, some of us had a nice sleep.
One of us had a nice sleep.
A lot of others got woke up by an alarm clock. And that alarm clock turned out to be someone's dragon screaming their heads off.
Alarm clock.
After that, everyone made their way to the lunch hall. Some people had copious amounts of coffee. After we had finished our meals and tried, someone had graciously given Luca a book of dragon handling. We made our way to the dragon handlers, caretakers, to give off our dragons. so we could go on our mission. Our mission was to head to Mindar, and as he had requested us for a mission, which we later found out was a...
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It was to... I can't remember.
We had a choice of 2 missions, and we took the one to go find something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, we had to reread. Oh. We went to we went to the armorers. Sorry, we went to the armorers and get fitted for later on when our final exam is. After that,
And they wouldn't
went
make a
to-
muzzle.
Yes, yes. We wanted to make a muzzle as well. But sadly, they said that would not be one of the options that they could do. After we had met up with Minar in town, by getting escorted by Ollo, we later found out that our mission was actually to find these happenings, and they were mysteriously frogs. Afterwards, we had started fighting the frogs. One of us almost died. They got unconscious, and the whole party had to band together to save them from dying.
I think you mean valiantly put himself in harm's way to protect others.
And he flung himself into the path of 4 aggro frogs. Yeah, valiantly.
Valiantly.
Yeah.
He finally pushed himself past the party's tank.
Yeah.
And put himself in harm's way.
Yeah.
He did do that. He did do that.
Yeah.
While all the time thinking about Vampy's safety. See?
Who's Vampy?
Oh, not Vampy. Oh God.
Adonia.
Put I've changed my name on my character down below so you can see it on the icons.
Yeah, it's better if you do it down below.
It's better if you do it down below.
Wait, how did you change your name down below?
Cogwheel on the right.
The cogwheel on the top,
My
right?
settings, display name.
Ah.
Or you can also do it on the chat box. It says as your character name, or
Yeah,
as...
that's just to type in the...
It also changes your profile picture apparently.
Not the picture, I mean the actual name. The display name doesn't
Ah.
change.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I just fucking noticed Wendy's name. 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. We kicked the shit out of frogs, we yanked
Yep.
pieces of them out, and now we're heading on a merry way back, I guess.
While
Yes,
carrying
so-
my limp body.
Remember we took the head of the frog.
The big
back with us?
frog. Yeah,
I
you
got
took
his
some
eyes.
legs, some eyes. But I thought I was really focused on getting some eyes.
Yeah, so
And
I slumped a couple of legs over my shoulders.
yeah, and some couple of legs as you guys are finishing off butchering. Now, take your inspiration, Mr. Scenarius.
Why so scenarios?
I'm going to beat the shit out of you right now. Some minus inspiration from... No, I'm joking.
Dick.
It's fine. So, as you guys are finishing up the butchering of these frogs, we can even go back to that map, but there's not much going on there right now. It's just a battle map. I'll leave that be. We'll be fine with that. Anyways, as you guys finish up butchering, Luca carving off some legs of these giant and less giant frogs, you hear a rustling coming from the bushline behind you.
Luca would very quickly hand round his fucking sword handle and spin around and be looking at.
Bella points the sword towards that area too.
I'm still laying on the
Right.
floor.
No, you haven't. You can't now lay on
You're
the floor
awake.
yet, but you're awake. You're awake. at
Yeah,
1
I'm
HP,
conscious,
so.
but I'm awake. Yeah.
I push him over and then point a sword at the bush.
You give him a
I'm
roll
not
on his
risking it
belly.
twice. I'm not risking it twice.
Did you roll him on his belly?
No, I just push him over. I push him out
Fair
of
enough.
I pretend it's hard harmless way, but I'm really just pushing him over. He's not in the way.
Okay. So, the rustling comes closer until you guys notice a familiar turtle-like, person step out of the bush. And he is covered in gore as well, and has like a smaller dissected frog shoved over his shoulder as he looks at you guys with like wide eyes. Oh,
I was gonna say, can we get the map maybe as well?
sure. Okay,
Yes,
there's the
thank you.
map. No worries. Should be this one. I have the same map
Yes.
twice, so.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Huzzah.
So what is it? Olo just appears out of the bushwork, ironically around here, in this direction,
Oh yeah.
and he just like looks at you guys like a head and deer light for a moment, a deer and headlight for a moment, and then goes like, here as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took
Yeah, look
care
like-
of him though.
Looks like we're not the only ones who've had some fun encounters with these amphibious monsters.
I think to myself, amphibious is a big word for him.
That's a big word.
I kind of look
Lucas
over.
sweating more than he was during the fight.
I kind of look over. Jesus, is that you?
Okay, he had a concussion. Ignore him.
Yeah, the turtle looks very confused down at the small figure of Eden and Eldon and goes like, "Is he okay?"
Do you know
No, he has a
frogs have
concussion.
teeth?
I did. Well, they tried to bite, but never been that closely acquainted to them. Why?
Just what you like to know. And I rest my head covered in saliva.
We'll keep track of the fact that frogs have teeth. I guess. He's looking like very confused at the rest of you.
He almost died by a frog.
Oh dear, is he all right?
Yeah.
Nah, he'll be fine.
You be fine, little one.
Yes, Mama.
He looks at you guys, the rest of you guys, very doubtful that he will be okay. If he's mistaken green ass me for his mom, there's a bit of an issue.
As I said, he has a concussion. I waft my hand dismissively at him. Just ignore him. What now? What are we doing? now?
Well, I see you guys are already taking upon your part to take some parts of him with them. I have this one here, and he just like kind of lifts a shoulder that makes the carcass on his shoulder jiggle.
Nice.
I brandish an eyeball. I got an eyeball.
Might make a nice belt.
I mean, if I grabbed another one, I guess someone could have earrings. I shrug.
Are we talking about the big eyeballs or the smaller eyeballs?
I mean, go big or go home, right?
Can your ears even carry those?
No, not me. Put my hand on my waist. Not me.
If not her, I can always carry them.
Jeez. I mean, I'm literally holding the eyeball in one hand.
They are very big to make earrings.
For me, yes.
No, I mean in general, very big to make earrings, unless you're maybe a Goliath.
Or a dragon.
Luke is just looking down, like slightly mortified by this entire conversation.
Your lion friend might be able to put them on like one of his ears, but
Don't
Let's
tempt him.
see.
He's got enough mess going on with that mane.
yeah, it's about the size of one of his ears too. So
I'd say thank you for the offer, but I'll pass on that. And my mane is fabulous. Thank you very much.
It's a fucking mess. I rub my temple.
well then,
Shakes his head and a twig falls out.
Jesus Christ.
all right.
All right. Are we
I
heading back to town?
suggest yes, I suggest we head back and he looks like up at the sky, which is starting to darken already. I suggest we head back. Mindart will want the proof of a job well done.
Sounds good. Elda, get your ass up off the floor. What are you doing down there?
Actually, is anyone of you magical folk able to maybe heal him up a little bit?
If none of you guys has healing spells, I have a potion.
Wait up.
Yeah.
I can heal myself. I have
Are
healing.
you sure, little one?
Yes, I will
You
heal
mistook me
myself.
for a mom.
I can
Yeah.
heal myself. I am very talented.
Our own healer thinks he's a tank now.
I am a little bit worried about this situation.
I cast
but you know
Cure
what? I
Wounds
trust.
on myself.
Go ahead.
What do I do? Roll d20.
No,
just
you
pick
just.
the cure wounds
Oh,
on the spellbook.
Hey!
You regain
good
8
roll.
hit points. That's a good one, actually.
so I add
That's
8
probably why
to.
I fully healed you.
So what am I on now? I'm on 1, so I add 8 to that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your max HP?
8.
Oh, so
Well,
you're
you're
fully healed
maxed
now.
out.
Oh, can I go to 8? Okay.
So you feel the magic wash over your body, closing the wounds as it goes. It's up to you if you want them to leave a scar. It's completely up to you. I will not influence that.
Yeah,
But they close nicely.
I have a tooth mark on my forehead now.
Oh, you're fine.
For fuck's sake.
You have like a very faint indentation of like a frog trying to chew on your head. Like there's like those triangle marks if some teeth have like snagged into you. Have like one on your forehead and one slightly on the bridge of your nose, one under your eye, just like a half moon shaped across a part of your face.
Yep. And I look to Luca and I go, "Look, battle scars."
Luca looks down. Where? What do you mean battle scars? Is that just a wrinkle?
A real hero. See, Belladonna knows.
It's getting dark.
Okay.
Olo's
with my
literally
hands.
Olo's literally just standing next to Belladonna at this point, staring at the rest of the party.
And I just make my way over.
How do I
Yeah,
get rid of
that's
the skull and crossbone? in my forehead?
Oh yeah. Well, technically we're not staying on this map, so don't worry too much about it.
Yeah.
I'll move us over again.
Yep.
Beep, boop.
Oh no,
There you
the
go.
black spot. It's
The
taken
black
him.
spot. Yeah, he's about to die. So you guys with Olo taking the lead head back towards town.
Mm.
Fun fact: frogs do have teeth.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
it's
googled
cursed.
this.
They do have teeth.
As we're
Mhm.
walking back, I just ask him. So, with regards to the rest of the, remnants of the frogs, do we need to contact the guard or anything to get all that mess cleaned up?
Well, it's animals. I assume something's gonna eat it.
Yeah, something'll eat that. I've heard it.
And as you're talking, he like points a single, what is it, stumpy finger into the sky where you're already seeing like some crows circle the area you guys came from.
That's a fair point. Ah, that'll be
Nature has
convenient.
a habit of taking care of itself like that.
Can't really grumble with that.
So we're gonna go hand over these body parts to Mindar.
I hand over
He'll be
my
glad.
ones I was carrying.
The turtle like is surprised that you suddenly hand that over to him. You're like, oh, all right, and adjusts the weight on his shoulders. He was already like carrying half a carcass. Don't like to get your fingers dirty, do you?
Nope.
Fair enough.
I don't like get my clothes dirty either.
Fair enough. All right, so let's continue walking, shall we? And he once again leads the way. It takes a little bit of time, and the sky is dark when you guys make it to town. It's like early evening.
Yeah.
Sun has set.
Mhm.
The guards do let you in with a very wary look at, the carcasses that you guys are bringing along. But Olo, waves them away and goes like, "We got this." As he leads you guys through the town. And as you know, look in general, there's a map of the town in there.
Okay.
I have posted that last time. It's not a great map, and you see my thighs that are closed.
Is that the post you post in?
Yeah.
Oh. Quite open. Oh.
You can see my really bad map, my really bad city planning skills. I'm putting the orphanage right next to the prison.
It's in general. So which side of the map are we coming from?
The left, the gates.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my handwriting is atrocious.
No worries. And whereabouts was
Mindart is probably at this moment in his shop. So Olo needs to... Excuse me? Sorry. So Olo leads you guys down the street, past the statue, and to the statue of Kunarin, and taking a left to the corner shop, being the flower shop. You notice that Mindar, the furbolg that you guys had been, supposed to go on a mission with, is just returning to his shop as well from, down the street.
Mhm.
And he perks up when he sees you guys. Oh, you guys, you guys done?
Yeah, we've dealt with your infestation problem. I don't know what to call this. We've dealt with the mess, killed some giant angry frogs.
Oh, and you see him kind of make himself a little bit smaller and hunch more into himself. Shit, there was a group supposed to take care of that tomorrow. Did you guys bring the dead bodies with you?
Well,
Smack the eye on the desk.
That's a
Luca,
body part of a frog. I
just-
meant the dead bodies of the people.
Oh, we were
Oh.
meant to get those?
It's okay. We'll go get them tomorrow.
yeah, so we just really, well, we were told to go deal with the problem. We dealt with it.
That's fair. I have a group having to head out there anyway tomorrow. We'll handle the bodies.
That's fair. Thank you. Where would you
Olo
like
also
me?
smacks the fucking corpse on the counter, and you see Minder lean back and my counter.
Where would you like me to put these legs? Luca's just dangling them, kind of.
Well, he
Would you
gestures
want
to a
them,
door
or-
behind him.
I don't know whether you particularly want them. Otherwise, I know of a couple of kobolds that I'd probably enjoy them if you're not wanting them.
Let me look them over before we decide to consume them.
That's fair.
Just put them in the back here, and he opens a door behind him, behind the counter.
Luca heads on over, and I imagine probably has to duck and lean himself into the.
Well, not necessarily. Mindard is a very tall person that himself
Oh,
already
is he?
kind of hunchbacked walks around sometimes. He's
Fair
tall.
enough. I can remember that he was hunched vaguely. But
Yeah, he's a hunched boy. But he's
fair
a
enough.
very tall boy.
Okay.
So if you guys need another description of Mindard, I can give it to you guys again. Mindard is a male furbolg that usually sells flowers.
Oh, the furbolg, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Half
yes,
his
sorry.
face is covered in long, dirty blonde hair that is imbued with moss and flowers. He's tall, slightly hunched over, with a long tail with a fur-like tip.
Okay.
And you guys have already discovered that he indeed does have something living in his hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like me.
Yeah, he's like you.
He.
Sorry,
brain.
wrong tool.
I'm not the only one that does it.
Shut up. So he opens the door and gestures you guys through as he picks up the gourd that Olo dropped on his counter with a bit of a disgusted look while Olo is just leaning against the entrance door.
So yeah, Luke just heads on in and goes finds where to go, set the legs down.
Yes, Mindar drops them on his workbench and then, just steps aside to allow you to do the same as he looks over the rest of your group. So, I assume there was no big issues?
Nothing that a bit of general self-preservation instincts would change.
What do you mean with general preservation instincts?
Oh, not needlessly running in front of things to get yourself in immediate harm's way. And he looks over at Eldon with his proud little scar on his forehead.
Side-eyes him.
I'm fine.
Mindar just leans over the counter, the work table, and looks down at Eldon. You all right, little one?
I'm fine. Frogs have teeth.
That they do.
I just met. He's got a concussion.
Right. So I feel like since our little man here had a bit of a bad experience with the mission, would you guys want to go eat something at the tavern?
I'd certainly not
Yes.
turn down drinking a meal.
Yeah, my treat, considering you almost lost your little man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you should get hurt more often.
But
No, please don't. I don't earn that much with selling flowers.
I don't think the frogs liked my flute playing.
Possible.
I don't
yeah.
think them frogs particularly like a lot of things other than eating, which is valid.
Olo is just like leaning against still against the what is it? The doorway and just like nods along.
But yes, I am very up for taking on your offer of going to the tavern.
Yeah, let's go.
Nudia makes a good meal, and after that I'll have a look at these. He just like pokes one of the legs.
I can assure you, it's the highest quality of giant frog leg that I have ever come across. I've
He just,
never
like,
seen anything quite like it before.
He chuckles under his breath, and right before he leaves the door, you see him wave his hand, and like a faint barrier appears around the remainders of the frog carcasses. Some preservation spells. You know,
You
don't
magic
want them
folk-
rotting away.
I tell you, magic folk have a lot of strange talents. Luca heads onto the door.
I mean, with strange talents.
Little spells for just preserving like a corpse or something. I don't know, it's a bit too much for me to think about.
That's usually fine.
What he means is he's used to just bashing things and eating them, not sticking around.
Mm.
Luca calls from the door. Correct!
It tends to be the easier way of going about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Olo just was like nodding enthusiastically to Luca's words and to like Belladonna's words. I usually gets the job done the best. And he just like starts heading towards the tavern as well.
Wait for me.
I'll be
Well,
heading
come
with you.
along, short stuff.
Let's go.
And he leads you guys out of the shop, locking the door, and then leads you guys down the main street towards the academy. But before you guys reach the academy, on a corner building, you can hear the chatter from inside already from quite a distance as you see the warm interior of the tavern.
Ooh.
Through the windows, of course.
Cozy.
Yeah, Nudia just try to keep the tavern nice and clean at least. And stocked. His stew is really good. I wonder if they have stew today.
I wonder
I
if
hope
it's
it-
frogs.
Menu?
Yeah, I hope it's not frog stew.
Well, they eat you. You might as well return the favour and eat them back.
Oh, if I see another frog, it'd be too soon.
Belladonna pulls a face at eating any kind of meat.
Mindar does look back at Scenarius. You ask something?
I was saying, do we have a menu here? Or.
Oh, we can ask him when we're inside. And then he like leans down to the door handle, like presses it with like 3 of his fingers and opens the door and waits for you guys to enter.
Hop in.
Happily walks on in.
Careful of your head, it's a low door.
No, it's not. It's
What?
miles high.
Seems fine to me.
Mindar pouts a little bit at that as you see Olo immediately go off to like a table where there's some other guards sitting. Mindar
I'm gonna look
ducks
around the
in
tavern.
door. You wanna have a look around?
Yes.
Do me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Yeah.
Perceive.
A baby.
Woo.
Nice.
That's
Okay,
that's
so
a max roll. Holy shit.
Taverns
Alright,
are your natural habitat.
as Mindar steps next to you, you have a good look around the tavern. You see in the corner, far to the left, is hold on, let me quickly do this. Beep. No, that's the wrong button. This one, thank you. So Let's do. This is the tavern. This is the door
Okay.
that you guys came in through. Yeah. All right. There's a door here that seems to go to the back. Ah, fuck. That's locked. There's a bar like this with a very big open-ish window here. There's a table. There's a lot of tables actually around, but these are like the basic tables, but you know. Over here you have a whole contingency of guards and, you know, people sitting around. They've taken the chairs from this table and moved them over
For
there.
fuck's sake, why do
Just
people
so
do
they can,
that?
so they can all sit around the same table.
God
And even
damn it.
Olo is now standing near them. You can hear them loudly chattering. There's some normal, like, townsfolk and people sitting at the other tables and at the bar. You see, however, at the bar, at the far side here, you see Mergen sitting. The half-orc from the school.
Oh.
And she seems to be having a good chat with what seems to be a male half-elf behind the bar. Over here. The male half-elf himself is pretty, you know, unseeming. He has, where is it there? He has a faint blue, like a blue skin with a fine shimmering stripe pattern if the light hits it right. His eyes are golden, he has auburn hair, and, you know, he seems to be a little bit fidgety in the hand, but confident enough to talk.
Right.
He does seem to have some noticeable scars as well. Now, the most interesting thing, however, that you notice, other than the guard sitting there, Morgan sitting there talking with the barkeep, is the big window in the back that seems to be open. You see movement behind that for a moment.
Okay.
And after a second, the air seems to shimmer, and a dragon's head seems to poke through the window straight over Nutia's shoulder, looking down at Mergen, huffing his into his hair, and you see his hair just like blow to the side. The half elf just like looks up and like gives the dragon like a little boop on the snoot as it retreats back into the kitchen.
Okay. That's cool. I'm guessing the dragon's probably cooking in there then,
Probably.
or stoking fires. Or
From what
something.
you can smell, definitely there's cooking going on behind the the window.
Hmm.
Can we listen in on the conversation between the barkeep and the half-orc? Or are
You
we
can
too far away?
try.
Forget
but
that.
it's
I'm just gonna go on.
definitely loud
I
in
want to
here.
go in and just approach the bar, hop up
Yeah,
on
go
the
ahead.
stool. I'm doing
There's
that.
a whole bunch of bar stools that seem to be
Okay.
pretty empty that you can sit at.
Yep, I hop up on the bar stool.
It's not it's not scale appropriate, so
Nope.
don't
that's
worry
why-
about
That's
it.
why I hop up.
Yeah, no, I mean the drawing is not scale appropriate. It's just like a little bit of a sketch so that you guys kind of know how it looks inside there. As you hop onto the bar stool, the barkeep does stop talking to Mergen. Mergen also looks up and grins at you guys. Hey, look at you guys!
Hey,
Well,
you're
how was
that
your first
teacher
day?
from school.
Yes, I am. How's it going?
Great. I pulled that out of Frog's eyeball.
That's fucking amazing.
I
Was
just
it a
look
big
over
frog or was
between
it a
the
small
both
frog?
of them.
What was that?
Was it a big frog or a small one?
Oh, a massive frog. I put my hands up. Massive frog and a lot of littler frogs, but the massive one was awesome. It almost ate
Fuck
him, and I
yes.
jerked my thumbs out.
What? Do you get any cool scars from it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're cool, but
I give
gestures to his
I give
face.
Belladonna a sharp look. They are battle scars.
Stick my tongue
Mindar-
out at him.
Mindard is also approaching the bar with you guys at this point, as Morgan is very enthusiastically conversing with Belladonna about the fight and everything, and then she leans over Eldon. Show me the scar. Come on.
It's on my face.
And she just like leans closer, puts like one
Squints.
hand on your shoulder, pulls your hat back a bit, and like squints really close. Oh,
See?
yeah, I see it. And he just puts the hat back, pats you on the head, and then turns to Belladonna with what the fuck kind of.
See? People appreciate my scars.
Meanwhile, Luca's flagging down the barkeep and just ordering a pint of ale or tankard, whatever.
And Nydia just does approach you, kind of like with an affectionate eye roll at like the group in the corner. Hello, yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, can I have some ale and what food have you got going tonight?
Well, usually we have a stew going, but since today the market was, had a lot of good meats going today, so we have a roast.
I'm certainly up for a roast. How much will that set me back?
Yes. Well, usually it is. He seems to like counting a little bit. And while else he's counting, you see him fidgeting with the glass in his hands. Should be about 30 silver.
Well, good thing we're not paying. I smile.
Mindar just smiles and goes like, put it on my tab. And
Does
the
the
half
stew
elf
have
looks
meat?
over for the entire group.
Nah.
I will have a roast and a massive pint of ale.
Sure thing.
Make it a half for him.
Yeah, pint.
We'll give him a pint. Trust me, smaller ones have stronger livers than you think. And the rest of you? He looks over at Belladonna.
Does the stew have meat?
We don't really have a stew today, sadly. And you see Mindart visibly deflate as well.
Ah, what you got that's not meat?
Well, we do have some of the veggies that we use to roast the meat, but I fear they've been in contact with the meat itself. We have some dragon peppers cooked by the dragon itself. A bit spicy.
Yeah. Look at Belladonna. The ale has no meat.
We have some fresh bread, of course, and if you really want to, I think we can get you maybe a cheese platter.
Yeah. Cheese, peppers, bread, and some ale, please.
Ah, sounds good to me. And then he looks over at Scenarios and at Lan. You guys?
Can I have the roast as well? And what other drinks do you have?
Oh, we have some. He looks over, like, exasperated at Mindar, who's just, like, kind of innocently sitting, hunched over on the bar stool next to you guys. Hot water. We have water, we have ale, we have a nice vintage wine, actually. And, well, all depends what you really want.
Can I have a bottle of the vintage wine?
A bottle? So that's expensive vintage wine.
You okay with that, Minot?
Mindar is just, like, still pouting over the fact that there's no stew.
Yeah, I'll go for the wine.
All right. And you then? He looks at Lan.
I would take some roast and some ale with that.
Roast and some ale. Gotcha. You also want an ale, right? And he like gestured at Belladonna.
Yeah.
He nods and then like looks at Mindart. I'll bring you some roast as well. And like muttering, he makes his way to the window and just shouts the entire order in there. You can see the moment he speaks, the dragon inside the window perks up, and you smell the renewed smell of meat being roasted. And a slightly spicy smell as well that you think might be the dragon peppers being roasted. As, you know, the dragon's working on the food, Nade starts working on the drinks and like hands you all your ales and a bottle of vintage wine for Scenarius. And in front of Mindart, he puts a well-used pot of hot water and a cup. You see Mindart reach into his pocket, gets a little packet out, sprinkles something in the cup, fills it with water, and just starts drinking.
It's a cup of soup.
Actually, from what you can smell, probably more like tea.
What you drinking there, Minot?
Hmm?
What you drinking there?
Just some tea.
What sort?
Made it myself. Made it with some dried flowers and herbs from the garden. It's meant to help with like achy joints. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems nice. I like my tea. I also like my wine.
Oh, that's fair. He just like shrugs a little bit. So, and while you're talking, the barkeep puts your drinks in front of you. Oh, you already had them in front of you. What am I saying? Mindar's just like looking you guys over. Well, this is kind of the best tavern here.
I mean, it must be if the staff are coming here.
Well, he glances over at Morgan, who is like kind of like grinning back. Morgan and Nadia kind of know each other from a while back. And Nadia just, perks up from behind the bar. Yeah, we do.
Any daring adventures the two of you know each other from?
Oh dear, way too many, way too many. It was that one time where when we met, Morgan did save me from a wild boar who had somehow gotten me stuck up a tree. Kind of embarrassing story, but story nonetheless, right?
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Boars are surprisingly vicious. I learned that day.
Yeah.
I was worried I was about to get gored, One of my legs was already bleeding because it got me once already. And then out stepped this glorious half-orcan woman, and he just, puts a theatrical, gesture at Morgan, who's just, laughing along at this point. Shirtless and just suplexes this boar. Fucking amazing to watch.
Jesus. That sounds awesome.
It was very awesome. And, after that, we kind of became friends, and I helped her get into the city and into the school.
Luke just has a long sip, getting chased by a fucking boar. He's just sat here thinking, it's just a pig. Why did you run from a pig? He's not actually saying it, but he just sat there heavily contemplating it. It's just a pig. Why didn't you just kill it?
Nadia and Morgan are just kind of ribbing fun at each other, and right when they're about to, start speaking again, you hear a grumble as the dragon's face, and it's quite a tall dragon. It's quite a big dragon, is sticking its head through the window. It is about a medium size. And you can see now that its scales are mostly dark blue in color.
Is
Whose
that
dragon's that?
Is that the head chef?
Nadia just perks up and scratches the dragon behind the jawbone, the edge of the jaw. This is Dune. It's my menace from back in the day still. Aren't you, big boy? And the dragon just leans heavily into the squishes he's getting. There's smoke coming out of his nostrils and between his teeth for a moment before he shakes his head and just glances at you guys.
I wonder if any of our dragons look at that big. Well, besides his. I points at Luke.
Is there
hang on a minute. Mine could still grow to quite an impressive size.
You hear was it Morgan next to you go
Oh,
nothing. It's all right, nothing.
I will bet
it's
you.
more, it matters how you use it.
I will bet you money here and now that thing will never be big enough for any of us to ride.
Might be good for a lighter.
I'll put a gold
Fucking sure
coin
you're
on that as
right,
well. You hear Morgan go, I'll put a gold coin on that as well.
Yeah. Go on, coward, bet us.
Yeah, coward, bet us. Fucking Morgan has to stop.
I'll bet a gold coin on it. It will grow big enough.
Oh, I see. There we go. We gotta take her. Nice.
Lucas torn.
Hey! I'm supporting you, Luca. At least you can back me up by actually betting on them.
Yeah, screw you guys. I'm sure
Morgan.
one day that someone will be able to ride this dragon.
I said one of us. That was my stipulation.
She did say that.
Lucas slaps down a gold.
Morgan just laughs, puts a gold coin as well. We want Nadia to hold the gold for now.
Yes.
He wins.
I pass it on over.
No, they just
I'll-
grins
I'll
and
pass
collects
some
the 4
gold
gold
over.
coins. And you hear them like go clink, clink, clink in a little jar underneath the counter. Well, we'll keep that here.
Mhm.
And we'll see who wins.
Has the food arrived yet, by the way?
How the hell am I going
this-
to remember
yeah.
this for a few years' time from now?
Nudia just does turn away from you guys towards the window where the dragon is kind of like backing off a little bit, and it's like handing over plates into the window, the dragon, and he's like taking them gingerly and handing them over to you guys. Before he gives Belladonna her plate, however, he kind of holds the peppers back. They're very spicy. If you do have to, upwards, please. There's a reason we have a high ceiling. And you look up and you see some scorch marks on the ceiling.
Oh!
I look up. Oh, okay.
The ceiling's fireproof, okay?
Alright,
They give
got
you
it.
the little bowl with the dragon peppers.
Now I'm slightly concerned.
Eat one, I dare you.
Why would you dare
how-
me? I ordered it to eat.
I want to see you.
I dare you to
burn.
eat one. And I wave it at him.
Morgan's just like ping pong watching this.
I go, yes, I'm a man now, and I take one.
Okay. Go on then.
I bite into
So you're
it.
gonna... Alright, do me a constitution saving throw.
How do I do that?
One.
Yeah, you have saving throws on your character sheet.
Sorry. Save
on
a
this.
throw. Whereabouts is it?
It's
down
saving
the
throws. Left
Left side
side.
top.
Oh
is the
yeah,
little
yeah,
box.
yeah.
Yeah, you click on Constitution there. Oh dear, here we go. So you bite into the dragon pepper. It's a yellow one.
Oh,
And you chew. And you chew. And it's very tasty actually. A smoky flavor followed by a sweetness. And it has kind of like a gusher moment when you bite into it the first time. And at first you're like, this is good. This is... And then a bead of sweat starts running down your forehead.
Hoover
Followed
the
by
star.
another. And another. And you realize very fast, this is hot. This is incredibly, incredibly hot.
I grab my beer. Like,
Before you can do that,
chug it.
you start feeling something coming up from your tummy.
Uh-oh.
It's bubbling and it's coming up. And you faintly remember Nudia's warning. What do you do?
I look towards Belladonna.
But I don't know, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, that's got to cut straight through fucking Mergen as well.
Morgan's also doing a dexterity saving throw. Don't worry about it. That's alright. Hold on, where's my dex?
Oh, wait, have you got that evasion thing yet? Or does that come at later levels? You are a
When you
rogue.
fail a,
Yeah,
it says
right.
when I fail a dexterity saving throw, so I need to know if I've passed that or not.
You passed.
Okay, so it's fine.
So Morgan, seeing what's about to happen, throws herself off her bar stool on the floor. Belladonna, who does see that, also
Yeah.
kind of does seem to get the hints.
Yep. I
Hops
bounced backward
off the
out the
bar-
way.
yeah.
Yep.
Hopped off the bar stool out of the way, and the moment you do that, you see a jet of flame come out of Eldon's mouth and just shoots forward past where Belladonna would have sat and Morgan would have sat.
I look astonished.
I gulp down my ale. And I say,
Ludia
yeah.
just like glares over at you and kind of slaps, you kind of lightly against the head. Oi! I said aim at the ceiling!
Yeah, I point a finger at him. You did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
When the flame came out, Luke like jolted back, but at this point now he's just fucking laughing. He's losing it.
Yeah, that was a bit spicy.
And they're called dragon peppers for a reason, yeah. And Morgan is like adjusting herself back in her seat.
I'm not one to back down from a challenge. I get back to my seat and I also take a bite.
Your constitution saving throw.
Alright, let's do this.
I immediately cower.
I can do this.
Here we go.
Oh, you're in trouble now, bitch.
Oh, Mergen, please stay on the floor.
Morgan does see what's going to happen. And you hear the chair go, and she goes backward.
I aim it straight at him. Straight at Eldon.
So, you bite into it. And let's just say rabbits and heat don't really mix.
Nope.
I'm already hidden behind the counter.
You bite and you chew and you chew.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already burning before it makes its way down. Like genuinely, the problem is that I don't think bunnies can sweat.
I don't know.
So you open your mouth also to like, breathe in some cold air, and like the same thing happens. You feel bubbling in your gut, and up comes a spout of flame that you seem to aim directly at Eldon. Eldon, do me dexterity saving throw.
Rabbits can neither sweat nor pant. Just looked it up.
Rabbits just fucking perish, I guess.
Eldon, you can do that with advantage because you did know it was coming, so you can go again.
Oh, is that a fail?
That was technically a fail.
Oh,
But you can do it with advantage because he did see it coming.
oh god damn it!
Eldon, the small man, manages to duck behind the ledge of the counter, and now Nadia also like glares over at the Belladonna. Hey, I said the ceiling!
He started it.
Mine was an
I'm
accident.
taking them away.
You knew what was coming. I didn't.
I grab the ale and start to down it quickly with both hands because it's big.
I see Nadia just grabs the dragon pepper, shoves it down, chews, and like instead of belching flame, you just see him like inhale deeply and then exhale fog through his nose.
In the interest of research, can I also have one?
You have to ask her. It's her plate.
Yeah, I push one over. I push the plate over towards him.
Oh, well, we passing this down the fucking line.
Yes.
Well, the problem is, with what you are, Nacris, I don't know how that would react. Can you even eat?
I can eat.
Oh, well, go ahead. And do me a
I-
constitution saving throw.
Is he even going to feel anything? Jesus Christ.
About the same thing happens. You chew, you do not have the spicy sensation in your mouth, but you do feel it bubbling in your gut, and before you know what's going on, a jet of flame, shoots up and touches the ceiling lightly, and you see a little scorch mark. The taste is great, actually, but it's spicy. It's not. Yeah.
I have got to write this down for research.
Nadia is just like watching
right
you
now.
guys as Morgan sits back on the chair, scooting closer to the bar again.
I look at Luca expectantly. I look at the plate. I look
And
at
I've
him
just
passed
again.
down the
slides one
plate. I've
over.
passed down the plate.
Luca reaches over, grabs one. Before I have this thought, can I have some water?
Oh yeah, sure. And like the barkeep just like fills you a good glass of water, a good big glass of water, and just slams it down in front of you.
Luca tilts his head back, pours it down over his face, soaking his face in his mane. Before
Smart one.
thing.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, do me a Constitution saving throw.
And then he looks over to Eldon. Self-preservation. And then fucking eats it. Ah, shit, here we go. Oh,
Oh
God.
god! Why is nobody saving against the pepper?
It's going to get to land and it's just going to be, it's kind of bland.
Kind of bland, yeah. The same happens. It's hot.
It
it's
shoots up.
spicy. You essentially you can't. What is it? You can't sweat. You're Leonid. You don't sweat.
I don't know, to be honest.
Just
I
we
imagine
get
they
warm.
do
The animals
heavily
get warm.
pant.
Yeah, you start panting, and you see like a light smoke come out of his nostrils before he tilts his head back and just like jets of fire hit the fucking ceiling as well.
As it bursts out, he will slam his fist onto the fucking counter.
There's a lion.
And
Yeah,
then
by the way, this
promptly
part is a
fucking
loser.
chug.
Yeah, good job. And now the last one.
Shit, that was hot.
Oh, they're called dragon peppers. What the fuck did you think they were? The kobolds love these, by the way.
We look at Lan. We all look at him.
We all look at Lan. Even the barkeep's not looking at Lan.
Does not feel left out. He takes one.
Yeah.
Yay!
Do it.
If you're going to eat it, you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Why am I not?
Oh. Lan, you bite into it. And you're also surprised by the very nice, smoky, spicy flavor. It's not as hot as you thought it was going to be. It has a gusher-like consistency to it, as in the juices to coat your mouth immediately, having a nice sweet aftertaste. And you gulp it down, and you wait. You do feel a slight burning in the back of your throat as you inhale, and you exhale like a nice plume of smoke through your nostrils. It was slightly spicy but pleasant.
We ate all the strong ones, clearly.
And Nudia just grinning like a loon, staring
I
at
am
Lan.
impressed. I look impressed. Damn.
Luca just mutters, "Fucking magic types."
Hey,
I s-
watch your mouth there.
I see someone else can hold his spices pretty well, huh?
Wasn't that bad.
Good lad.
Check out this guy.
Mindard is just sitting behind, like next to you guys, hoping to be ignored.
Hey, Minot, you're taking a tab, aren't you? Why don't you have one as well?
Mindard just like
I think
glances
you're
over.
putting Mindart through enough suffering as this was what your bottle of wine that you've ordered.
True.
Thank you. Mindard just like returns back to his cup of tea, sipping. At this point, by the way, you guys are kind of sitting to his left side because he's sitting next to Land.
Mm-hmm.
He's like sitting like right. Where's the brush? Mindard is sitting like right here. And you see sticking out of what is it? His hair, a teeny tiny head of a teeny tiny dragon. And its gullet is open. His mouth is wide open as if he's expecting one of the peppers. And Mindar just like sighs.
Hey, can I use Mage Hand just to take one of those peppers over to the dragon?
Sure. And the little dragon grabs it and immediately starts like munching. You've never heard a dragon quite as happy.
Guess they're not called dragon peppers for nothing.
Yep, you do see for a moment a little plume of smoke come from behind his hair, and he goes like, my hair is going to smell like dragon peppers for a week.
Could be worse. I say as I munch on the rest of the food.
You say that.
It
Could smell like frog's
him.
throat.
True.
I take it you were also talking about Odin.
I laugh
You
at
hear,
I
you
laugh
hear,
at
you hear
man.
the munching. You hear the munching still from behind the hair. Occasional little plume of smoke. Did you have to give her a whole one?
I didn't do anything.
Hmm. Well, I can't reach from here.
Look, my hands are here.
Well,
Pretty sure
it's- I didn't ask specifically who did it. One of you guys gave her a whole one.
I shrug. I know I'm in since I shrug.
Other than that, your what is it? Your roasts have arrived, and even Mindart seems to be like ripping pieces of his roast off with his fingers and shoving it in his mouth. Occasionally, like extending a little bit to his hair, where you see like a teeny tiny crystalline claw, like shoot out, grab it, shoot back in.
So, Mindart,
Mm.
you seem to be in a similar situation with Dragon and its living quarters. I'm relatively the same with mine. How long have you been coping with your dragon up in your not in your mane, in your hair?
The Furbolg like kind of leans his head back and seems to think for a moment. It's been about 40 years now.
40 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Found her
quite
when
a
I was a young lad, about
I just
8.
I listen, hearing this, I yell, "Can I join that bet?"
Nadia immediately leans over to yes.
You can just keep my money. You can just take my money.
Thinks to myself, I do that anyway.
How many people
was-
have bet on this bet now?
4. + 5 if Elvin's
5
joining
with
in.
Eldon.
Yeah, I put my gold piece down.
He like drags it over the counter and you hear it clink into the little glass that he has your little bets in. And Mindar just like shrugs a little bit. Some people have bigger dragons like Nadia there. useful in combat in the air. Some of us, and he like gestures at you, Luca, might have smaller dragons, but they're useful in other situations.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What?
Well, if
I-
you have to invade an enemy stronghold, taking a 3-ton giant dragon with you is probably not the best idea of subterfuge, is it?
I mean, I can agree to that, but
These little guys, and he like holds his hand under his hair, and you see the small dragon shimmering like a red crystal crawl out and into his hand as he holds it up. It's like wrapped around his fingers. It's like literally not even the size of his hand. It's small.
it's looking basically the same size as Rat then.
As Rat is right now as a hatchling.
Oh,
Ah,
Crystal's is full grown.
Smirked to myself.
Luca dies a little on the inside.
On the upside, I'm pretty sure Crystal could kick his ass, and like she gestures at Nadia and his dragon.
Ooh.
And Nadia holds his hands up. We're not doing that again. No, we're not.
Again.
Once was enough. Thank you.
I've got to say, you've coloured me interested. What particular talent set does yours have? I imagine dragons, from what I understand, a lot of them have different powers, abilities. I know the majority throw out fire. I know there's a few that can deal in like
Mm-hmm.
colder elements, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard talk before coming here that there are some other powers that the dragon folk have as well. Well, I say dragon folk, dragons in general.
Mindart nods as Nadia just like goes back to cleaning some glasses. Well, you got Nadia's dragon, and he gestures at the dragon who's like peeking out of the window at you guys. He's an psychic type. Not the same.
Psychic
Well,
type?
yeah, it's about the same type Lynn has, but his has the odd ability to camouflage his scales. Likes to go invisible and play pranks on people.
Well, okay, that's an interesting set.
It's a good stealthy little dude. Then you got Lynn's dragon. Psychic type, has a, well, basic psychic moveset technically. Nasty breath attack, that one. I think that the most special thing about Lynn's dragon might be that the motherfucker talks but never shuts up.
It can talk.
That's a rare thing that some psychic dragons have.
I really hope mine can't talk because my god, it screams.
Well,
Agree.
Let me get my dragon type up real quick. No. Where is it? Hold on, where's my fucking sheet for my dragon type? Sorry, I had it ready. I kind of
No
closed
worries.
it because I hadn't have it for a bit.
Right, who's
There you
dragon Camouflage.
Nadia's the barkeep.
Okay.
Mine, and he gestures at little crystal with a grin, and like the grin gets a little bit wider. Acid.
Is that why you're obsessed about the peppers?
She likes the peppers, but I think most dragons really do like the peppers. She has this really nasty habit of crawling into living things and then just vomiting her guts out and melting them from the inside.
cool.
Crawling into them?
Mm-hmm.
Can't relate.
Luca just like looks at Crystal like, "You're an evil little bastard. You're
You
scary."
just see her like open her mouth really wide, and Mindar just stuffs some meat in her gullet. And you just see that she is indeed like a little dragon that looks like it's completely made out of crystal.
Hmm.
Scales shimmer really nicely, and you know, other than that, there's nothing really special about her. She has no extra amount of horns, no extra amount of wings. It's just that her scales are really nice.
Huh.
She's a really little fucker, but she's helpful in breaking into places too. Melts a lock and no problem.
Eyes lined up.
For that, it'd certainly be something quite useful. I wonder what mine's going to be capable of doing.
Well, you never really know until they're big enough.
Besides screaming, you mean?
How? Yes. How long did it take until Crystal, or would you say a general dragon, would be?
Well, if a dragon has to grow up in nature, it can take a few decades.
Alright.
But because we have the advantage of the broodmothers on our side, they can age them up through ceremony. Which is usually what happens after you know, go through the initiation trial. Afterwards, you're deemed worthy enough to have an adult dragon.
Oh, what's that about? There's nothing about this.
It's just basic. It's very ceremonial, if you'd like to hear.
I imagine recruitments probably follow not too long after.
Yeah, not long after. Usually right at the fucking end of ceremony, you have some military bosses that try to recruit you. Can't complain, though. That's how I met Nadia and Lynn. Oh, and Fargrim, too, technically.
It's work that pays, and I'll drink to that.
He's very good.
Goes to drink and realizes he's finished his tankard and holds up as for another.
Do you really think I can afford his, and he gestures at Scenarius, bottle of wine off of selling flowers?
I'm paying for my own. Don't you worry about that.
I'm actually paying for this bottle of wine.
He doesn't know that.
So the sadist has a conscience after all.
Nadia perks up. Oh, the wine? Oh, that is it's actually a gold.
Yeah, it's a gold. So, hey,
It's a vintage, sorry.
How about this? If I lose the bet, you can have that gold piece.
But it's not yours to give out, it goes to the winners of the bet.
Yeah.
If you lose the bet, you've lost the gold anyway.
That's how betting works.
Smart. Scam.
Luca drops down some money for another drink.
You get another ale shoved in your direction.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want some of this wine as well?
It's too refined for my taste.
I won't mind another ale.
You also get another ale put in front of you.
I go.
I lean in towards Scenarius. Why don't you offer some to Mergen?
Morgan, do you want any?
Mergen, whoever's watching Mergen, give me a perception check.
Watching?
Whoever's like looking over at Mergen.
Okay.
Can we both do one?
Yeah, sure.
Fucking yes!
God
Perception all
damn
the
it,
way!
fucking rabbit. You see, Mergen's really not paying attention to the conversation anymore, but is glaring over at the table with the soldiers, who are glaring back at her in return.
Oh dear. Can I inquire what the matter is? Can I tap Mergen on the shoulder?
Mergen kind of seems to shake out of it and glance over at you. Yes.
You okay?
Yeah, don't worry. Some of them just some assholes, as you know.
What are they doing? Are they saying stuff?
Aren't they always? And you see Olo slap one of the soldiers on the back of the head, shaking his head before he waves over at what is it? Nadia, and heads for the door because he seems to have to leave.
Okay. Can I take a good look at the soldiers? Or is there nothing I could learn from them?
Well, your perception check's high enough. There's a group of them specifically surrounding a younger soldier that is whispering under his breath at his fellows. But you're a rabbit. Your ears are pretty fucking good, and you notice that Mindart's hearing also seems. Mergen's hearing also seems to be pretty good. The moment Olo sets foot outside of the establishment, you hear the soldier go under his breath. Yeah, they let any half-breed in here that opens their legs for the right person.
Me and Mergen are the only ones that hear this, I'm assuming.
Mergen hears that as well. Makes eye contact with the soldier, and you just hear the clattering of a bar stool as she marches her way over.
Oh shit! I look concerned. That's uncalled for, I mutter.
Luca's definitely looking over at the clutter and the storming off.
Yeah, not only that, even Nadia's Mergen, no! Nothing, Mergen! Mindart's like leaning back going like, oh dear. As Mergen just like, you know, surprisingly the soldier hasn't seen her, according to what my dice say. Whoop-de-doop. Mergen reaches over, grabs the dude by the back of his shirt, and just slams her fist straight in his face.
Nice.
Oh shit! Nice. Okay. Liam is
Nadia
very
is
happy
just
with
like-
that.
Yeah, Nadia is just standing kind of stunned behind the bar.
I'm just clapping.
Yeah. Luca lets out a little bit of a cheer and just continues drinking happily. Unless if this is gonna get particularly
Yeah,
Actually, what-
the soldiers didn't quite like that.
yeah.
I looked at the bar. He deserved it. I put it. He deserved it.
I say,
Nadia just like they usually do.
are all the soldier boys
did you
standing
say?
up?
Oh yeah, all the soldier boys got up from their chairs at this
Luca's
point.
going in to go back up Mergen.
Oh yeah, hearing that.
I jump off my stool, full of alcohol. A fight!
Wait, hold on. Eldon, did you make Constitution saving throw?
Meanwhile, he's been drinking the entire time.
Usually I'd say you're not drunk, but I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Drunk as a skunk. Eldon gets up his chair, cheering for a fight, and is willing to go join in. I'm gonna have an impromptu fight session, aren't I?
Listen, you threw a wall card on this group, okay? This is what happened.
No, I did throw Morgan at you guys.
What did he say, Bella?
He said something very horrible about. I like lower my voice, like half-breeds.
At this point, by the way, Morgan is still beating the living shit out of the fucking
Good.
soldier. As two of his buddies do jump Morgan at this
Yeah,
point too.
as soon as one of them hops on Mergen, Luca's slapping an arm on his shoulder, whipping him round and smacking him in the face.
I run in
I'm
and
going in for a good
headbutt
old
someone in the
bar brawl.
crotch.
You're doing what now?
I run in and headbutt someone in the crotch.
Not him in the nut.
Oh my god.
This is just great. I'm not even gonna have to have rolls for this. This is fucking funny. As a tiny steamrolling engine, you see little drunk, actually Eldon, there'll be one dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, it's above a 10, you'll be fine. You see tiny steam engine Eldon, powered on alcohol, run straight for one of the dudes that's grabbed Mergen in a chokehold and just headbutt his crutch. Mergen gets let go, the man doubles over.
Yeah! Like I'm cheering. I'm standing on the bar stool at this point. I'm cheering.
Luca at this point has probably grabbed the other dude that was going for Mergen.
Yeah, just swinging a fist and lamping him good and proper.
Yeah, there you go.
Donk. I don't
Yep.
know if you want me to roll a...
Nah, this is too much
Bingo.
fun to roll
No,
for shit,
yeah.
honestly. I'm
These
here
town
having a
guards,
great
just
time.
out of curiosity, out of the scenario for a second, are these
Yeah.
town guards?
Oh, absolutely down, guards! What do you think?
I'm not bothered in the slightest.
One of the guards at this point has gotten up from his chair and is rushing for the door.
Oh shit. Oh, we got it. We got a squealer.
Sweet him.
I will fire a magic missile to make sure he dodges, misses the door.
Hold on. That's a 3. Yeah. A 5. Isn't that 3 hits technically?
Three
three
hits. You
times.
want 3 hits?
Yeah, if you do 3 hits on him, yeah.
Now he's gonna be out here actually
Yeah.
cooking murder.
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
That looks like lethal to me.
Not even.
So the guard that was about to run for the door, and you just see like 3 missiles out of nowhere go like whoop, 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 straight in his back.
So you killed him.
And the man just like keels over on the side. He's still breathing. He's conked out. At this point,
Damn.
however, the table of civilians in the corner gets up and runs out. They're not having any of this. It's a panic as they stampede for the door, and Nadia's like, guys! No, my bar!
Is Mergen okay at this point?
Morgan got back up and is like rubbing some blood from her nose.
Right.
As
How many
she's,
more guards are there to deal with?
there's like 3 more at the table currently, and one of them is advancing on Eldon.
I run a slide between his legs.
Jesus.
Acrobatics check, please.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I don't know.
Neo over
drunk.
here. He's
Yeah, well,
exactly. He's
alcohol.
drunk.
Do me acrobatics. Jesus Christ. Eldon, you really want to slide between this man's leg because you're the right size for it.
Mhm.
You start running, you slip on like a little bit of ale on the floor, and just like slide on your back to a stop right in front of his feet. The man just looks down at you and that's
Oh.
natural 20.
I just look at him and go, "Do you know frogs have teeth?"
Oh, gee.
Okay, hold on. I need to roll again because that's gonna be disadvantage now. He's distracted. Thanks, Eldon. Yeah, it's a
What-
10. Okay.
Is this like some weird kind of vicious mockery? Did you know frogs have teeth?
Apparently, it might be a serious mockery. He
Is there only
instead
two left
of
now?
what?
Is there only 2 left now?
Yeah, this one's dealing with Eldon. There's 2 left that are like one is trying to help his buddy up from the floor after Morgan beat him into a bloody pulp, and the other one has grabbed a bar stool and is approaching Luca.
He's
Oh,
coming in with the
can I
steel
sneak?
chair.
Can I sneak behind the guy with the chair?
Sure. Wait, what's your
I want
plan?
to do a
here?
sneak. I want to sneak attack him from behind.
What's the plan?
I'm just gonna sneak attack him and. Is it worth stabbing him? I wonder.
Oh
Are you gonna
God!
stab a guard?
I mean, I'm debating it. I'm heavily debating it. Don't think I have. Oh, I just want to see what's in here. Hold on.
Up in prison.
Shit. Oh, rope. There's rope in this pack of mine. Can I wrap rope around his neck?
His neck!
Yeah, can I like jump up and just go pull him right around his neck or something? What should I do? I could try to trip him up with the rope. Can I
You can
try
do
trip
that,
him?
yeah?
Yeah, can I try to trip him up with the rope out of my pack?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
What
would you
what's
like me
the
to
best check for that? Think give me a dexterity check. Because you want to see if you can get in front of him and, get the rope in front of him real quick.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, dexterity check.
Uh,
He never sees it coming. He never sees this one small rabbit person who has surprisingly bound a piece of rope behind the corner of the bar and it's just like bolted across the room right in his way, pulled it taut, and you see this one guard go like, "Hey now, let him," flat on his face.
Yes! I look really pleased with myself.
Luke looks over at the sound of the thud. Thanks. Whap!
Yeah, the chair goes clattering on the floor over the fucking wooden floor of the bar. You hear like the chair just clattering.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect this to happen today.
Expect the unexpected. Let's go. We got
No,
one
but
more.
you guys for sure. Yeah, the one guy that's helping his buddy up. By the way, Eldon,
Yeah.
the dude that's dealing with you, has kicked you aside towards the bar. You take. It's an unarmed strike. Where's my D4?
10 points of damage and you're unconscious.
It
again.
can't be 10 points damage. It's an unarmed strike. I did roll. He rolled a 20 at first, and then like a 15. Is your armor class above a 15?
My armor class is 12.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That kind of does sadly hit. It could be a 20, and then you get double damage. You take 1 point of damage.
No.
Jesus. It's not going to do much for his concussion.
You conk your head against a bar as you slide backwards. So the other guard at this point has been helped up as Morgan jumps one of his buddies, specifically the one that has kicked Eldon.
Mm.
So Morgan is jumping that guy. And that leaves the dude with his now pulverized nose and the buddy that's holding him up. So there's still 3 left.
Are they still attempting to fight us, or? do
The
we-
one dude's just holding his buddy, looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And the other one and Morgan are currently engaged in fisticuffs. Lan's just like la 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 la. And Nadia is like leaning between Lan and Mindar. Mindar who's like watching this entire thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Nadia's just like sitting there next to Lan and Mindar with his head on the counter going like, I hate this place.
Right.
Who also knows what's gonna happen in a second?
I will. If I can, I'll try and send a message. Use my message trip
Mhm.
to each of the guards and tell them to stop.
Message works on one target.
It does, but can I cast it multiple times?
If you have spell slots for that.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Ooh, how long does it take to cast?
1 action.
That's 6 seconds a pop. So that would be, it's quite long for, you know, an improvised kind of like situation here. You could probably tell one of them to stop.
So the two guys are holding each other. Is there one guy that's actually attacking us or not?
No, the one guy is like half unconscious from the pummeling he got from fucking Morgan. The other one's holding him up, and then there's Morgan and the other dude beating the shit out of each other.
How's my one holding up?
The guy on
The
the
one-
floor.
The guy on the floor?
Oh, well, no, so the one that I've just been...
There's one guy
Because
by
I
the
went
door.
and smacked one
that I
round face
saw.
and all.
Oh, yeah, that dude's on the floor.
Oh, he's on the floor, alright.
He's on the floor. His helmet has a nice dent in it now. What's up?
So whichever one that looks like they would attack us next, I'll tell them to
There's
stop.
none that would look like they're attacking you next, specifically.
Not any of us.
I like
Oh,
how the
well, no,
mages
there's-
are just sitting at the back, like just
Yeah.
don't have no fists
No.
or anything.
There's the only the one that currently Morgan is fighting with, while you know, the other dude's holding his friend up.
Yeah, I'll tell them to stop. If
You can tell them,
Okay,
but that
fine.
doesn't convince them to stop.
Oh yeah, wait.
They look up a little bit confused, which allows Morgan to get like a slap against their jaw-in, like a good fucking uppercut.
Can I peer over I'm assuming I'm gonna pretend I've gone close because Morgan's probably on the other side of here. I look over like, Morgan, are these town guards?
Yeah, they are.
Are we in trouble?
Oh, we are.
Should we be running?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. We should go, guys. We really should go.
At this point,
At this point.
at this point,
while I'm
however,
talking-
a whole bunch of guards do enter the town.
Oh shit! Is
I'm
that back
here.
doors available? Is that back door available?
Nadia is just like looking at you guys, like,
I'm like
what's
hiding
wrong
behind
to
the
do?
Is there a window I can jump through?
There's
Oh,
a
shit.
window next to the door, yes.
Can we go through that?
Well, try jumping through the window?
I mean, wait, hold on. So the window into the kitchen obviously is big enough for the dragon, so we could definitely get through that. Is there another exit through the kitchen?
There
We
is
don't-
a
we wouldn't
bigger
know.
exit, but you would not know that.
Oh, would I know once I do it?
You might try it if you can get past the dragon. That seems to be a little bit crammed in there.
I jump up on the counter.
Ah. But I'm quite small. I mean, I'm quite small. I feel like I could get out there.
You could try, yeah.
What about the door at the top? Is that like any good? Is that
Mhm.
open?
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna
It
go
says
for the door.
employee only.
I'm gonna go for the door. I'm gonna try the door.
As you do try the door, you jiggle the handle. You jiggle the handle some more.
How many guards came rushing in?
I'd say about 8 to 9.
8 to 9.
Okay.
I'm just going to make out like I haven't done anything because all mine is like,
I'm just going to go
Mindar's
stand by Mergen,
obviously
fists
I've
up.
cast magic missile, but obviously no one can see that.
It's true.
I jump on the counter and try and jump through the window.
Do an acrobatics check or an, what is it? Athletics check.
While he's doing that, I'm informing them that they can't get through this door.
Affleck.
This door's jammed. I can't get through it.
You see Eldon trying to jump for the window, but he's not very big. And he belly flops like short of it straight on the floor behind
It's
the-
like
the
that cat
camera.
gif.
Yes. And Nadia is like, oh, I was like sighing sadly.
Can I ask Nadia how we can leave? Can we get out of this door?
Honey, they've seen you. Is what Nadia's just like, they've seen you, honey.
At this point, I just lay on the floor and give up.
Please stop
Uh.
wrecking my bar.
Yes, I'm just going to
Mergen!
stand with Mergen tap her on the shoulder.
Mergen is like frozen with the dude underneath her like armpit.
Well, Joko, do we
Aren't we?
could probably try and bust through the door, push him out of the way.
Oh, they know me.
I don't
Oh.
suppose you've been in trouble with them before.
Wait.
I have.
How strong is the door?
This is going on way too long. They'll have been here by now. I just slapped Mergen on the shoulder. It's been fun.
He should give the guard a last punch to the face. She lets him go and then gives up.
Is anyone good at persuading?
No.
The dude that's being helped up by his buddy is like being like dragged along to like the guards at the door.
All right, so we've got like 9+ guards like in
Yeah.
this vicinity.
Yeah.
There's a big group of guards. Yeah,
And
even
no way out
Olo
besides
steps-
that door.
Olo even steps through the door now and looks at you guys and goes like, I left for 5 minutes.
They started it.
What did they even start? What even happened?
They
That's
said
just Liam's voice,
they
not
said
Luca.
they said horrible things. They said very inappropriate things. They started it.
No reason for violence though, is it?
I mean, I can't think of a better reason.
And he glances over at Mergen, who just looks a little bit ashamed as she lets go of her, like the dude that she still has a chokehold on.
Jesus.
Even Mindard is just sitting there, like, going like, Jesus fucking Christ. Olo sighs and looks at you, the guys who were involved in the fight. Alright, everybody was involved in a fight. Comes with us.
Oh, Jesus.
Do they see me actually? Because I'm behind the bar right now, right? Unconscious, I would assume.
That's a 20. They did see you try to get over the bar.
Yeah.
And they escaped through the window. Like that cat game is fucking amazing.
I'm just continue staying at the bar eating my food.
Mindar, do you have a hand in this? Mindar's just like half a mid bite of his roast. I was like, "Aw."
Technically, I never hit anyone.
Yeah. Luca just walks up, turns back to the barkeep. You got a nice place.
Thanks.
The guards.
The guys just clap you like on the lower back because they can't really reach your shoulder. Alright, come on, big guy. You'll be spending a night in jail. Mergen also gets like escorted out. And then they look at you specifically, Belladonna. As one of the guards like reaches over the fucking table to hoist like Eldon up by the legs.
They started it? Can I persuade them that they started it? Even though I know I'm gonna fail this, can I try?
Go ahead and do me a persuasion roll.
They started it?
Them starting it is no reason to start violence now, is it, young lady? Come on.
Why is everybody upside down? Well, he's got me by the leg, right?
Yeah, they do. You four are going to be spending a night in jail. Come on.
God damn it. Fuck.
Well,
And as such, the party gets split up. Scenarios and Lan sitting at the table right next to Mindar, who is still eating his roast. Nadia, who is upset about the state of his bar stool specifically. And Eldon, Belladonna, Luca, and Mergen being dragged off to prison. Hey, Group B, if you're listening, this is what happened to Mergen before your assignment. This is what Mergen ends.
just
Wait, did you imagine something like this would have happened?
I knew Mergen was getting in trouble. I didn't expect you all to jump.
what? 1 for 1 and 1 for all and all that.
She's not even your teacher.
She's a...
I don't care. They said a
Elvis
horrible
is gonna have
thing.
to pick you up from prison in the morning. The dude has a stutter.
Good. Good. I
I'm-
look forward to seeing him.
I mean, we technically have half-breeds in our group.
You don't know that.
Yeah, well, I know about myself, and I felt inside.
I will go.
You
with,
didn't hear that though. Only
Haley.
Belladonna heard it.
did tell them though at one point.
Yeah, fair. What are you doing, Scenarios?
I'll go with Peleus tomorrow when they get let out.
So the group, including Morgan, gets led off to prison. As you can see, it is a bit of a walk. It's past the streets.
How many around us is the whole
The entire group of 9.
the whole group? All right then.
And even then, they know Morgan. They know you guys are part of the academy, probably. Yeah. Oh, it's a gay baby jail. Come on.
God damn it. Listen.
You guys get led into prison, and the prison itself is a bit of a weird building. It seems to be a massively concrete building to the side of Kunarin's Plaza where the market was this morning. The building itself is, now that it's dark, guarded by 2 guards in the front and 1 guard walking around it, you know, on the regular to have a look around.
Doesn't Lucas still have his dragon in his beard?
No.
No, he gave it up as well.
Oh yeah.
Anybody want to have a look at the prison before you get led inside?
Yes, absolutely.
ahead.
Let me just do another
perception
fucking
check.
perception check. Oh dear.
It's a big old concrete block.
I'd be looking around, but like probably just like casually glancing. I don't know whether you want me to roll for anything, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check. If you're having a look around. Hey, that's not a bad one.
Ooh, a vending machine.
So, as you get led towards the building, you have a look, and even, you know, out of curiosity, you have a look at the roof. You do see something shimmering on the roof.
Shimmering?
Anyway, you guys get led into the building, and despite the fact that the building has 2 floors, I'll get back to that in a second. The building has 2 floors. Anyway, you guys get led to a reception desk where there's a little snivelly man sitting, looking up at you guys. Ah, Morgan and who the fuck are these?
I didn't do nothing.
Lucas.
Names.
Nice to meet you.
Luca. All right. You. He gestures at Belladonna.
I begrudgingly like Bella.
Bella. A last name.
Why does it matter?
That's a weird name.
Fair enough. Why does it matter? And you. And he gestured at the small one.
They call me Sonaris.
And how is that written?
Senaris.
Senaris. Fair enough. We'll see if someone comes to pick you up in the morning under that name.
I would also like to report that frogs have teeth.
Shut up! I literally look at it like I literally am on the edge of wanting to beat him myself.
And Morgan. Lead him down into the holding cells. And the guard that's like behind you guys gives you guys a nudge. You guys get led down a bit of a dank, dark corridor, down the stairs, into some prison cells. The 3 of you get to share a cell, and Morgan gets thrown into one across from you guys.
I sit very angrily on the floor with my arms crossed.
Before the door gets locked, however, one of the guards tosses in a bucket.
I go to the gate.
Into each.
I booked a private room.
Yeah, well, Your Majesty, the private room's currently overbooked. So, you know, you're gonna have to do what you got.
Goddamn mages. Where were they?
Mages.
Where were the mages when we needed them?
I'll leave you guys to your conversation before you incriminate yourself some more, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, trust me, I'd love to incriminate myself some more as I think about beating the shit out of Milton.
Hey, what happens in prison stays in prison. And
in that case.
The guard walks off with a whistle.
I glare at Eldon. Dagger eyes, literally.
What? I didn't do nothing.
So this prison cell then, is it like big old iron bars?
Yeah. It's underground.
How big is the gap between the
that's what I'm
bars?
thinking.
They have kept gnomes in mind.
Yeah. Well, so I can probably just about get my fingers through the bits in the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, In that
Morgan
case-
is just sitting across from you guys on the floor, just staring at you guys.
So I've just been thinking I'm going to be like stood. So Luca's going to walk on over to the bars, loop his fingers through, rest his head against the bars, and just talk to Morgan. So
Stop.
what,
She's like rubbing under her nose where it's like bloody.
what exactly went off then? They've been talking shit.
Ugh, that one bastard always does.
Well, I'm
Let's
gonna
just say the people around here aren't very friendly towards half-breeds, especially not orc half-breeds.
why does it bloody matter where you've come from, or
That's what I've been saying.
I just yell out suddenly, they were disrespectful! And I bang my fist on the floor and angrily.
I
They
grab the
were,
bucket.
darling, they were.
I grab the bucket and proceed to empty myself.
I
from
go
my
to
face.
the other
I
side
hate
of the
how you
room
phrase
immediately.
No, from my face as in puking.
Oh, okay. Well, I still go to the other side of the
Uh,
room.
Even Morgan gives like a bit of a grimace.
well, I've got to say, you've got some serious balls on you going in and stepping up to the bunch of them yourself.
It's not
do
the first time.
I gotta say, I like that.
Yeah.
Morgan just grins a little bit. Like you see one of her eyes is starting to like shut closed a bit, like swell up. Well, it's not the first time I'm in prison, won't be the last time.
yeah, I could tell they seemed to give you a bit of a warm welcome.
Ah,
Welcoming
they
you
know me
back.
already. This is my usual cell, you see? They even left the straw I used last time on the bed. Isn't a luxury?
How long ago was last time if the same straw's still there?
2 months.
You're a frequent then.
Like, you ever been to a hotel a few times? It's about the same shit. Free board,
Yeah,
Lynn's gonna be
I
pissed.
can't really argue with that.
Lynn's gonna be pissed.
I'm sure Lynn's gonna be very pissed.
Oh, she's going to be horribly pissed. Don't worry about me. I'm worried about you guys.
We
I'm
did
sure
the
we'll be
right
fine.
thing.
Peleus is gonna shit a break by tomorrow
That's it.
morning.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm kind of worried about Peleus though.
Yeah, he's gonna be having a great time.
I thought he panicked before. Poor lad.
Yeah.
I suddenly start to reflect on the fact that I've caused him trouble.
Oh,
You know that it costs money to get out of jail, right?
whatever I
Oh.
see, we've done right.
I'm glad we
mean-
made
I
that bet
agree.
earlier then.
Yeah, I don't regret doing the right thing, but
Apparently, you gotta watch our tempers a bit in civilized society.
I wouldn't call those guards civilized. Stick my nose.
And you'd be surprised how many times I'm told to watch me temper.
She taps the side of her nose, like in Belladonna's direction. Oh, we're gonna be here for a night, huh?
I guess.
Well,
Is it normally just you pay your way out? Or do
Nope.
you often put you through like a community service sort of deal?
We're gonna be in front of the council tomorrow morning. At least I am.
Council?
You guys might be bought out by Peleus.
Man, I feel sorry for the guy. I've got to buy him a drink.
You guys
think he
do owe him a
drinks?
drink after.
I think
I'd pay to see him drink.
he's gonna need to.
At this point, by the way, Lan and Scenarios, you guys are still at the bar. But Mindar, who's pretending he didn't see anything, and Nadia, who's like quietly muttering over the destroyed furniture at his bar.
Wow, that was an adrenaline rush.
Indeed.
First time I've experienced that.
Mindar is just like looking up from his like now finished roast. You guys definitely got the wrong trainer.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Peleus. I might have to go travel with him tomorrow.
I think he could use the emotional support.
What about you, Lan? Do you think you'll come with us tomorrow?
Yeah, probably will.
All I hope is just that they've all given their true names. I hope no one's tried to impersonate anyone else.
Everyone looks at Alvin.
What?
Possible.
Oh,
Anyway, Mindart gets up from his chair. Let me walk you guys home at least.
Sounds good.
yeah, that's a good call.
Before any more trouble finds you guys. He put some money on the bar to pay for like the entire tab because someone didn't get to pay his tab before he was arrested.
I obviously pay for my bottle of wine.
Yeah, it's like a gold coin.
I'll take it.
And as such, Mindart escorts you guys out of the establishment, heading for the academy.
Well, there's one upside to this, guys. We ain't got to listen to that bloody dragon in the morning.
Oh no, I just thought about that. There's a specific note here for when you guys go home. I
Well,
think that
I'm not
Peleus might be
feeling-
angrier than you thought.
well, we might not have to listen to the dragon, but now we have to smell your vomit in that bucket all night.
So as we go home, I'll go see my dragon.
That's
As
right.
you guys arrive through the gates, a very excited Peleus waits for you guys there in the corridor. Peleus, I'm so sorry! Immediately his face crumples a bit when he notices it's only Lan and Scenarius. And he looks around. Where's the rest of them?
They died.
Yeah,
Was the mission too difficult? Did they die? Oh no! Oh, they died! My first team died! Oh no! Oh no! Olin's going to kill me!
One of them almost died.
What? Are they okay?
Yeah, they're okay. They're just in jail.
They are where?
Yep.
What happened? I said, you guys went to do it! Why are they in jail?
Decibel bar has been raised.
You might want to start explaining to him. He seems distressed.
Turns out that someone said something, and someone said another thing about half orc, and things got out of
His
hand.
face
they pushed
darkens.
the guard.
Immediately his face darkens and you hear him go like, Mergen!
Might have had a hand in this.
So they're in jail now!
Yeah, they might punched three guards, or knocked one out. And then 8 guards turned up and took them away.
Is he sobbing? Is he sobbing on the path right now?
His hands in his head! His head in his hand is really... I just wanted to be a teacher!
We managed to revive Eldon. He was dead, but then we managed to revive him.
Oh my god, Skill, what happened?
I'll let him tell you tomorrow, 'cause he loves saying this certain phrase, but I'll let him tell you that.
Okay! Are they okay though?
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Okay, I'm going to have to... I'll have to get bail ready and I'll have to go pick them up in the morning. Oh, they're in so much trouble for this.
I'll tell you right, we've already agreed it. Me and Lan will come with you tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. I'm not made for this.
It's okay, and I'll just pat him on the back.
He's just like, he accepts the pat on the back and goes like...
My brain is instantly going to that fucking cook we saw yesterday. I don't know why.
If you want a hug, you can have it as well.
And like...
Yeah, and then he just hugged me.
He accepts the hug very happily. By the way, the moment you guys, let go of each other, you hear a very faint in the distance, and you see Peleus like flinch.
I think what?
A very faint, high-pitched screeching in the distance.
Okay.
Oh god.
And you see him flinch and like look towards the barn. That might be a problem. I think she was waiting for Luca.
Who moved me?
How long can they stay in daycare?
Usually not less than 24 hours. The screaming is getting progressively louder.
I guess we might have to go and see her.
I think we might be fucked.
Yeah.
Who moved my character?
Not me.
Can I go over there and try and calm it down?
Yeah, go ahead. So you move into the barn and walk up towards essentially a very distressed rat clinging to a fucking pole, screaming her tiny lungs out.
I just have some food there and ready for her.
Do me an animal handling check.
Where's that?
Oh dear.
Should it be in your skill check?
Yeah. Do I get advantage on that or?
Nope, you do not. It's not your dragon.
I do get advantage on rolls for dragon care.
You do, that's right. You remembered that, huh? So you do get advantage on that. Good lad.
Please double one.
So advantage on animal handling, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Not 20!
Yeah.
Bollocks. Oh.
So Rat seems to be upset, and you seem to gather that it's because she wants her Luca. It's not that she's hungry. She seems very well fed. She just wants her Luca, and as such.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, go on.
I was just wondering if we can actually hear the screams from where we are.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
If it had gone on longer,
excuse me.
if it had gone on longer and you hadn't rolled so well, you might have at some point in the night heard the screaming. The entire city would have been after you, let me tell you. So, however, you seem to gather that she does not want food, but she wants her Luca.
I'm getting really hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Is there any way I can?
She does reach her tiny clawed paws towards you.
Oh.
If she wants to be picked up, I'll pick her up.
Picked up, she seems to be like sulking, and she crawls into the cowl of like your hood of your,
Oh, it's your fate now.
She crawls into your hood and just curls up there pouting.
I'm free.
It's your problem now.
And your dragon handler just like sighs out of relief. Fuck it, I should never fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah, I'll try and look after her. Maybe I can do a better job than Luca. But
Please just keep it quiet for the night. I had 3 complaints already.
Yeah, I don't make any promises, but maybe I can look after her.
That'd be lovely. That'd be lovely. And as such, you guys get led towards your bedrooms.
Obviously, I'll take my own dragon as well.
Yes.
The rest of the dragons just look on and just like, what the fuck?
And as such, I'd say we're done for today.
Yeah, good idea. The wife's getting hungry, so.
Yeah, we ended up with 3 people in jail. And the reason why Morgan got in jail, well, the first group didn't have Morgan on their 3rd session.
My God.
Oh,
I love
wait,
continuity.
Last session last week that she was in jail.
Morgan wasn't there. Morgan was dealing with some personal issues, and now we know what those personal
It's just a personal issue, I guess. Jesus.
This is one of the best
Well,
sessions, though. It's been fun.
She did return to her group with a black eye, and
Yep. A few scuffs, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yep.
And now we know why. And next session, Peleus is gonna have to pick your guys' ass up out of jail, and the next day is going to proceed.
Okay.
Right. This session will also be uploaded to YouTube as well if you guys missed anything. Just
Great. You're gonna hear Peleus in wonderful fucking squeaky voice. He gets upset.
High definition. Surround sound screeching.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Uh,
Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.
Toodaloo.
Bye.